What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Shakespeare has nothing to do with botanical nomenclature except for writing a witty verse that is useful for an introduction to this topic. The real father of modern taxonomy, or plant names, is 1700s scientist Carolus Linnaeus, who came up with the concept of binomial nomenclature, or scientific names. More on that in a minute. For everyday use, we use what is known as the common name. Common names are often common only to a localized region. So what is this plant? Is it a trout lily? Is it a dogtooth violet? Is it an adder's tongue? Or is it all of those? It is D. It's all the above. In this example, we find there are several common names for the same plant. This may cause confusion when talking to others if everyone uses a different name for it. Other issues with common names can include the same common name is used in different regions to identify completely different plants. So you have one plant with two different names. Some plants, especially those that are rare, don't even have common names. There are no formal rules regarding the establishment or punctuation of common names, and some names have no logical relationship to the plant they describe. Using this quiz as an example, this plant is neither a true lily, nor a true violet, nor a snake's tongue. Binomial nomenclature is the term used for scientific names, meaning two-word names, the genus and specific epithet, seen here as genus, species. There are specific rules for writing scientific names. The names are based on the Latin language. Latin was the universal language of science at the time the system was developed in the 1700s, and it was used across the world. When typing the name, you italicize it. Underline it when you're handwriting. The first word is always capitalized. The second word is always lowercased. The two-word pairing is unique. That is, no other plant will have the same name. When we read about plants in books and catalogs, we'll see other rules for when using scientific names. We'll use silver maple as our example. When used with a common name, the scientific name usually follows in parentheses. Generally, the name is written in full the first time it's used. After the first use, the genus is abbreviated by just using an initial and a period. Use the abbreviation SP to indicate species when the actual specific name cannot or need not be specified. The abbreviation SPP, plural, indicates several species. When we discuss varieties, we're referring to plants in nature that show a marked difference from the typical species. We designate those by adding the abbreviation VAR and a descriptive name to the scientific name. The name is Latinized, either italicized or underlined, and is not capitalized. In our example, we are looking at Black Hill spruce, Plycia glauca, variety densata, a variety of spruce from around the Black Hills of South Dakota and known for its dense growth habit as compared to other members of the species. Hybrids are produced by crossing two or more species of plant. A multiplication sign is normally used to denote hybrid plants. The multiplication sign after the genus name indicates different plants in the same genus were crossed to produce the hybrid. The multiplication sign before the genus name indicates that the plant is a hybrid of two genera from the same family. Plants of different families are incompatible and unable to hybridize with one another. The strawberry of commerce is the result of a chance cross between two plants of Fragaria species. English ivy was crossed with Japanese fatsia. The resulting plant has a common name of Fatchetera. Cultivar comes from the words cultivated variety. A cultivar is a type that's significant for its purposes of agriculture, forestry, or horticulture. The plant retains its distinguishing features when it's reproduced, and it's developed or selected, propagated, and maintained under the cultivation of man, meaning that if we weren't propagating it, that trait would probably disappear. The name is written in the common language of the country where it was named. It's denoted with single quotation marks on either side of the name or after the abbreviation CV. It's not italicized or underlined. Trademarked plant names are indicated by the use of the trademark symbol or the registered trademark symbol. They are considered brand names and have no taxonomic validity. The usage of trademark names is legally controlled. There's laws governing their usage, and they may vary from state to state. Registered trademark names are valid for 10 years in the U.S., but may be renewed indefinitely. Trademark names cannot be used as a name for any other similar plant or product. If used as a cultivar name, the name becomes generic and loses the protection status from the inventor. So which is correct? A, B, C, or D? The correct answer is C. The first word is capitalized, the second word is in lowercase, and it's all italicized. All other options have an error with either the capitalization or incorrect formatting. So now let's take a look at this name and what does it tell you about the plant. Dwarf Korean lilac, Syringa myri, palabin. Which is it, a variety, hybrid, or cultivar? The answer is C, cultivar. Palabin in the single quotation marks denotes that it is a cultivated variety. Now what about this plant? Arizona red shades gallardia. Is it a variety, hybrid, or cultivar? This one was tricky as it's both a hybrid and a cultivar. The multiplication sign in the scientific name indicates it was hybridized. The single quotation marks surrounding the cultivar name, Arizona red shades, denotes it's a cultivar. And this one, thornless common honey locust. Is this a variety, hybrid, or cultivar? It's another tricky one. This one's both a variety and a cultivar. The abbreviation VAR indicates it's a naturally occurring form. In this case, it's a variety without thorns. Because of that, it's been propagated by humans and given the cultivar name Skyline, as seen in the single quotation marks. Using common names will suffice for most of your daily gardening, but the scientific names of plants is useful when communicating outside of your region where common names may be different, verifying the susceptible plants to insect and disease pests, and to better understand the origin and production of some of the things you may want to purchase from garden catalogs. Practice and frequent use will improve your proficiency with scientific names. To learn more, read your botany and plant propagation chapters in the Master Gardener Training Manual.